G'day, mates. Welcome back to Grim Events, the channel that dives into the darkest corners of history and brings you tales that send shivers down your spine. I'm your host, Amanda, and today we're unraveling an urban legend that'll make you question what you already know about Jack the Ripper. Now, we've all heard of the infamous Jack the Ripper terrorizing the streets of Victorian London, but what if I told you that our convict colony turned nation, Australia, also had its own twisted version of this notorious killer? That's right, mates. Today we're talking about the urban legend of Jack the Ripper down under. It's been said before that everything in Australia is designed to kill you, from the outback to the wildlife, and if this urban legend is true, then Jack the Ripper would fit right in. Now, before you start locking your doors and barricading your windows, let me assure you, this is one urban legend that's as elusive as a kangaroo in a foggy night. But as they say, truth is often stranger than fiction. Our story begins in the late 1800s, when whispers of a mysterious figure haunting the dark alleyways of Melbourne and Sydney started circulating. The Aussie Ripper, as the legend goes, was just as cunning and ruthless as his London counterpart. Picture this: gas lamps flickering, cobblestone streets echoing with the click-clack of horse-drawn carriages, and the scent of eucalyptus lingering in the air. Ah, the charming ambience of Victorian Australia. But behind this picturesque facade, a dark figure roamed the streets, leaving fear in his wake. The Aussie Ripper's crimes mirrored those of his London counterpart: mysterious murders, gruesome mutilations, and a trail of terror that kept the colony on edge. But here's the kicker. There's no concrete evidence that this killer was anything more than a terrifying figment of our collective imagination. Newspapers at the time were more sensational than a soap opera, and they fueled the hysteria. Headlines screamed of a killer on the loose, and the public couldn't get enough of the macabre details. Skeptics argue that these crimes were likely the work of copycats inspired by the infamous London Ripper. Others say it was just a ploy to sell more newspapers. Nothing like a good murder mystery to boost circulation, right? Despite the lack of hard evidence, the legend of Jack the Ripper being in the land down under persists, and the mystery of these unsolved crimes still lingers in the air. So, as the shadows lengthen and the night falls, let the legend of Jack the Ripper in Australia serve as a reminder that sometimes the scariest tales are the ones that remain shrouded in mystery. Now, before we wrap up, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed our journey into the shadows of this Australian urban legend. If you have your own tales of mysterious events or urban legends, drop them in the comments below or send them to us in an email. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you can be notified every time a new episode of Grim Events is uploaded. Until next time, stay curious, stay spooky, and always keep an eye on those dark alleyways.